Hello, and welcome to Cricket House Gaming. Here at Cricket House Gaming, we like to explore the gameplay of simulation games, usually through a series of Let's Plays. In this episode, we will continue to explore the gameplay of Democracy 4. Democracy 4 is a political sim that lets you choose the role of world leader and govern a country. If this sounds like something you'd be interested in, be sure to hit that like button, and if you're new here, welcome. And be sure to hit that subscribe button so you won't miss any episodes. Democracy 4 is by Positech game. This game is in early access. You can get it on Steam or on the Positech website, and I will try to put links to that in the description box below. As this game is in early access, the game is not complete and the gameplay may have bugs. So let's dive into episode 3 of Democracy 4. We are in our third term as President of the United States. Let's see how we did. I had a problem last episode. I didn't keep quite good track of my terms, so I'm going to try to do a better job this time. When I hit this button, we will be in the third year of my presidency, in the first term. Let's see how we did last term. Crime is down and the GDP is up. Poverty is sort of staying in the same spot, and so is unemployment and education. It seems we have an illegal immigration crisis. I did try to address that. I did put some border guards in there. We also have a climate change protocol, an urgent policy question that requires your immediate attention. Let's deal with that right away. The United Nations Climate Change Conference signed a new protocol to limit the emissions of greenhouse gases in industrialized countries. Your country participated in the talks and drove a hard bargain in order not to put too much strain on the economy. Still, ratifying the protocol can be costly, limiting the GDP growth and worker productivity. On the other hand, experts claim that this is the only way to save the environment. Do we ratify the protocol? Ratify the protocol. Reducing greenhouse gas emissions is a necessary step to make sure our children will be born on a habitable planet. A small hit to the economy is well worth this goal. Do not ratify. With our economy at stake, we cannot ratify a proposal that prevents growth, productivity, and wealth. Other means of protecting the environment will have to suffice for now. No, we need a planet to live on, so ratifying the protocol. Okay, the capitalists are not happy. CO2 emissions are down. Environmentalists are happy with this at about 17%. At least this time we didn't lose a donor. Our cabinet, our Secretary of State is just, she's not happy with us. She's not happy with us. Okay, we have an illegal immigration crisis. We gotta get this back down. Even though the toughest regime and border controls find it difficult to completely stop illegal immigration and people smuggling, although that will not stop governments from trying, undocumented immigrants mean a boost to population without corresponding rise in tax revenue to pay for increased pressure on public services. This will cause social unrest and other problems. So what can we do about this? There's a regional war, so that's the problem. Our border controls, I did increase that a bit. Might have to do that some more, but let's take a look to see if we have any other options. What is our refugee policy? Most countries accept that they have a moral responsibility to take in migrants from disaster zones or war-torn countries, but a strong debate on how loose these restrictions and limits should be, especially if climate change and other factors lead to a rise in global refugees. Yeah, I'm not quite sure. War zones and disasters is what we have right now. I'm sort of fine with that. I'm not increasing our military. Citizenship for sale, I'm not selling citizenship. The border controls will lower tourism, lower illegal immigration. Yeah, we might have to increase this to 11. Yeah, let's try to do that. Sorry, I just gotta do that. Who's the most unhappy with us right now? Everyone's unhappy with us. Okay, so she's a liberal and a socialist. She is patriot and middle income. So I'm sure the patriots liked our border patrol stuff. She is socialist and state employee. He is, let me just take a look at them. Okay, so she's the one that we're having the most problems with. I'm not firing her. We're trying to look for something that will help CO2 campaign. This might be good. I don't know if we have enough political capital. Oh, we do. CO2 campaign. The government can pass laws and make spending plans, but it can also tackle the issue of climate change by actively urging citizens to reduce their emissions voluntarily. Public information campaign can persuade citizens not to waste energy and choose environmentally friendly products, means of transport, and eat less meat. We'll do a high thing on that. Yeah, let's do that. Gonna change. We have 0 political capital left. So we are at the end of our first term. We had an immigration problem. So let's go into our second term. Let's hit that button. Here we are in the second term. Wow, unemployment is up. That's not good. Corporate medical marketing. There's an urgent policy question that requires your immediate attention. For many years, certain pharma companies have been giving money and other favors to doctors who prescribe their drugs, even though sometimes these drugs were not needed nor ideal choice. This has increased in recent months. While no physical harm has been done so far, it is only a question of time until something bad happens. Take no action. This has been going on for many years and nothing happened. Clearly, there is no need to intervene and force regulations upon these companies. After all, pharma industry is rich and influential business. If other companies think their product is better, they can do the same. Introduce regulations. This has to stop. The lives of patients are on the line. It's unacceptable that doctors prescribe medicines based on their own financial motivations rather than what the patient needs. Regulations will be put in place to prevent pharma companies influence doctors in any financial way. I'm selecting that. Capitalists are not happy with us. Health is up a bit. Retired like us a bit, and the private healthcare do not like us. I'm fine with that. The evangelical people are sort of steady at 3. Does help lower antisocial behavior. CCTV cameras can be a great help in catching criminals. Yeah, I'm not sure about that. I have to get some more money somehow. We could do a petrol tax. It won't affect the GDP. It will lower the car usage, and we can make a easier transition to electric cars. Farmers won't be happy. How much is this going to take? 11? I had been wanting to do city farms. I wanted to do this to help the farmers. Many people would love to buy fresh produce from farmers directly, but living in the city, this is often a hassle to drive out to the countryside, so why not bring some of the farmers to the cities directly? Here's another one, is vertical farming. Vertical farms. This would lower unemployment, lower the food price, the capitals wouldn't be happy. Farmland's getting rare, but recent innovations in architecture and agriculture could easily be bundled to make vertical farming in cities feasible. Food production in vertical farms requires more resources, but reduces transportation cost to mitigate that problem. This doesn't affect as much. Vertical farming seems to do more. How much is this? This is only millions though. Let's try this for now. Let's do city farms. High. Okay, so because we want to make the farmers happy, because I'm doing a tax on petrol. Okay, we're gonna go to 11 on this. 11. Aha, petrol tax. I don't think I could do any more things for the farmer. We still have a problem with obesity. We got this problem over here too. We only got 3 political capital though, so there's not really much I can do. Competitive economy. I don't want to play with the minimum wage. I could do payroll tax again. That would increase socialism, lower self-employment, lower wages, sales tax. That wouldn't affect the GDP. Our tax. Farmers would be mad at us. Can't do anything. We don't have enough political capital. You people are just getting mad at me. I don't even know what to think about you. She's really not happy with us. I just can't help her. Socialists. What do the socialists want? The socialists seem fine with us. I don't know what she's mad about. What are you mad about? Liberals. The liberals are mad at me. That's what the problem is. Okay, what can I do to help you, liberals? Water cannons, tasers, rubber bullets, national sports. I can't help the national sports star. It's an idiot. Military spending. I can't lower intelligence services. Gated communities. Firearms laws. I can't really affect firearms laws right now. CCTVs, border control. Oh, I'm sorry, I have to do the border controls right now. Art subsidies. What can I do to make you happy? You're slightly unhappy. I'm sorry. I'm sorry you're slightly unhappy. What can I do to make you happy? Can I do biofuels? Biofuel subsidies. Ooh, the farmers might like this. Ooh, and I can do something with this. Oh, that'd be great. You know, we're trying to do our part in the United States to work with the climate change stuff. Biofuels can reduce oil demand by mixing ethanol derived from corn with petrochemical fuel. This is generally popular with environmentalists. Farmer can earn money producing corn for biofuel or also benefit. Biofuels are a higher mix of ethanol, can be subsidized through tax breaks. Yeah, let's raise that to 2 political capitals. Yeah, we're courting the farmers right now. I am not selling citizenship. That's just not cool. Wait, the capitals like that? What? Where immigration causes concern for influx of low-paid waged workers, or those may be dependent on state or otherwise drag our resources, citizenship may be granted to those immigrants who have considerable personal wealth and thus can prove they're not a burden. This may appear to be unfair to the majority of immigrants without such means. So only the super wealthy can buy their citizenship right now. Family planning. Ooh, I could do this. Family planning. Implement a program of family planning to improve sexual health of your country. Typical services include education, medical advice, contraception distribution. This program will enable individuals to plan the number and spacing of their children. Family planning empowers women and reduces the number of babies born in poverty. Yeah, I'm sort of liking that. We could do it to about here. We'll apply that political capital. Okay, so we are entering our second term, and we are going to be going into our third term. Let's hit that button. Let's see what happened. Crime is down and health is up. Wow. And we have a new major party donor. Oh, this is excellent. Let's look at that major party donor. Your fundraising efforts have managed to attract a new wealthy individual to donate to your future campaign. Make sure you keep this donor happy, paying attention to groups they sympathize with. If donors become unhappy, there's a chance you'll lose them. Okay, so we got a new donor. Is it this guy? William Ward, capitalist. He's a capitalist and he sympathizes with the poor. There's another one, poor capitalist. This one's a liberal commuter. Well, he's probably going to get mad at us. We're not seen as compassionate. We are losing our strong leadership and we're not really trustworthy. We can't give any speeches or manifesto, and people are just sort of lumped in the middle here. Alcohol abuse. The phenomena of alcohol abuse has apparently subsided. Excellent. Civil servant strike. Civil servants have voted to strike over pay. When your employer is the government, you cannot simply resign and find another job with a competitor. Civil service is often a thankless task, but remuneration to support a reasonable standard of living should be expected. Okay, we have a situation that's imminent. Our data is showing that we have a potentially bad situation. Hospital overcrowding. Right, so what are we going to do here? Private healthcare. Healthcare demand. Population. State health service. Private healthcare. Tragic news tonight as a major investor has found the state execution of Stephen Mendoza in a case of mistaken identity. New forensic evidence proves innocence beyond all doubt. It's a shocking reminder that the government policy of the death penalty can and will lead to deaths in some cases of entirely innocent citizens. Yeah, we got to deal with the hospital overcrowding right now. She's still not happy with us. I don't know what to tell you. How's our... Okay, it looks like we averted that. That's pretty good. Oh, and we don't have alcohol abuse here anymore, but we do have antisocial behavior. We are looking for the overcrowding of hospitals. This will lower unemployment. State health service. Although many citizens would be happy to pay privately for their own health treatment, there is an argument that the state has a duty to provide a minimum level of free health treatment for everybody, regardless of income. Health provision can be expensive, so it's a matter of debate as to how much should be spent. We're gonna spend 6 political capital. Do they have healthcare subsidies? Wait, let's look up here. Public services. I'm trying to find something for health. They have like health vouchers. Oh, we have insufficient capital. Okay, so we can't really do that. We have overcrowding, and we have civil servant strike. It's this labor laws. Labor laws are basically the restriction on a worker's right to strike. Capitalists argue that such restrictions are vital to prevent key workers, such as power station workers, policemen, from holding the country at ransom. Trade unionists consider the right to strike as a fundamental and not open to negotiation. We do have a strike going on. What can we do? What can we do? Sort of being like insensitive to these people on strike. Car tax. Tax the cars! Tax them all! Yeah, you'll all hate me, but I don't care at this point. Because our debt was like a 24 point something trillion. 20.41 trillion or something, and we're just not being able to do very much. Yeah, I can't really do... I can lower taxes. I don't want to lower taxes. Can't do any more on petrol. What can we do? What can be a happy thing that we can just throw at somebody? Can we throw any nice little things at people? Oh, cyberbullying campaign. Yeah, that doesn't cost much. Parents would love that. Yeah, let's do that. It's a little thing. We'll do, yeah, right there. The parents sort of like it. Yeah, my kid's not being bullied. We're entering our 4th term of our 3rd year. Let's hit that button. See what happens. Ooh, we got a new party donor. Health is up. Crime is Crime's improving, it's going down, poverty is going down, education is not in a happy spot, needs the GDP, unemployment is probably about the same. Illegal immigration has fallen and the situation now appears to be under control for now. Refuse collection workers are on strike in a dispute over pay. Trash is starting to pile up in the streets and people are understandably annoyed. The strike is legal, but there are health concerns and a pressure for you to comment. Support the strikers. It is a fundamental right of all workers to withdraw their labor in a legal industry dispute. If the people are so angry about trash in the streets, then maybe they realize how important these people are and should agree that those carrying out this unappealing work should be better paid. Condemn the strike. This is not a reasonable way to push for higher wages. It's a health hazard. We should look into replacing the workers with other people if needed. This is nothing more than an extremist union to trying to create a nuisance to push for unfair wage that the ordinary people have to pay for. This is not a highly skilled work and the current wages are fine. Now, I'm going to support the strikers. Capitalists are mad, trade unionists are happy, socialists are happy. Hey, we got a new major party donor. Excellent. It's mostly the poor and the capitalist people who are loving us. We're not very compassionate. We are strong leader at 30%, trustworthy fundraising speeches, manifesto. Yeah, none of this can happen. Looks like people are sort of above the line. Not much is going on here. Cabinet report. She's not happy. She's just not happy no matter what I do. 6% political capital. Show me my potential ministers. Okay, what is she? What is she? She's foreign policy. What do we got for foreign policy? Courtney Walker is 1.4. Angel Torres is 1.2. Yeah, our foreign policy people aren't that great. I don't want to put someone into foreign policy who's just not skilled for it. Yeah, I'm not touching her for a bit. We're losing our political capital left and right, but... Alright, we got 17 political capital. Our budget... Ooh, our budget's going down. That's good. I might be reading something wrong. Oh, Angels of Heavenly Justice now hate us. Evangelical Alliance hates us, and the Angels of Heavenly Justice hate us. Great. Maybe I'll be assassinated. I won't be able to do my next term. So we're still dealing with a health crisis. We're still dealing with respiratory disease. Who am I ticking off the most? I'm ticking off the liberals the most. I'm ticking off the liberals the most. Okay, liberals, what do you want? Rubber bullets. Secular education. Yeah, I can't do anything with secular education. I could do something with legal aid. Not everyone has the money to pay for a lawyer to defend themselves in court, although a citizen theoretically could defend himself. Providing state-employed lawyers could make a fairer system. On the other hand, this is basically a big subsidy to the people who already been charged with a crime, but they remember they're innocent until proven guilty. Well, that's great, but people need lawyers. Yes, there. Have some legal aid. How am I doing on citizenship tests? I'm doing great on citizenship tests. I don't need to do anything with that. Do a tobacco awareness campaign. That's going to cost us money, but let's implement it. Yeah, we'll implement it. Here. Do that. Okay, we are at the end of our 4th term. And that'll be the end of this episode. So thank you so much for stopping by our Cricket House. If you like what you saw, be sure to give us a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. And feel free to leave a comment below and tell me what you think of the series. If you want to see the series continue, I'd greatly appreciate any positive input. So if you're going to leave a comment, be kind, please. That way I'll know if you would like to see any future episodes of me doing these Let's Plays of Democracy 4. Any input from you on your behalf, any thumbs up or hitting the subscribe button really helps us out. Have a great week. See you soon.